Excuse the background noise. I've got my old Lasco running there. Um, this is a new acquisition. I was given this to fix by a longtime family friend. She's known me as long as I've been alive. And I gave her the bad news about this machine, everything it needed, and she said she didn't want to fix it because it's from 2008 and it has a lot of hours on it. This is probably the highest hours Sebo product, including Sebo and Ninja, I have seen. This thing has more hours than most of the commercial vacuums that I've come across. It's worn out, but it's not used in a commercial environment, so it still looks presentable. It was giving me an issue with the control board. You would flip the switch on, the bag and the brush light, the red ones that tell you something's wrong, would come on briefly and it would not turn on. Didn't even attempt to start the motor. Took it apart, looked at it. I didn't really see anything wrong. I put it back together. I must have shifted something because now it works. But I told her that control board was on borrowed time because it had signs of getting very, very hot. And I'm thinking that control board is probably overheated and not long for this world. And I'm not going to do a board level repair on a customer's machine because then I have to warranty that entire board. You know, they come after me and say, oh, you soldered it. Now the board's failed. Now you have to warranty it. And I'm not going to deal with that. I'm either going to fix it right, put a new board in, or I'm not going to fix it at all. So I got it to run. One of these, if it messes up again, I'll go over the control board with my soldering iron, just reflow that solder a little bit and see if I can't get it to fix for a longer time. But so I got it to run. The height adjuster motor was dead. I thankfully I haven't thrown it out yet, but I think I'm getting to the point where I don't have any more parts to take off of it. A Windsor XP12 parts machine from 2002. Same issue. The control board is dead, but this one, no amount of soldering, poking around will get it to run. So I suspect the motor might be dead too. It had a very rough life. It was actually used in a dog daycare for probably 5 years, and it was already killed, so I think that motor's shot. I don't know though. I might try just bypassing all the boards and putting power straight to that motor if I end up needing a motor for one of these. This thing is too powerful for its own good, I must say. It's a 12 amp motor with the 13 inch nozzle. My X5 was overpowered and it had the 15 inch nozzle. So, yeah, so I put the used height adjuster unit in. That fixed the height adjustment issue. It was still hard to pull across the carpet, so I put the softer, bristled, and a little bit less worn commercial brush roll in from the Windsor. For some reason, the bristles are a lot softer. It's a lot better to use now. It still has some odd behaviors. I don't know if it's just the board trying to calibrate to the new part, or if it's the board being bad, the logic. But when you recline the head, it will slam, it will not slam, it's a lot more gentle, but it'll go, the height adjustment will go all the way up, and then a couple seconds later, after about the time you start vacuuming, it'll start moving down, and after a few seconds it'll get into adjustment. That might be a board issue, it might just need to run more, I don't know. If there's any Sebo experts, you can let me know. I'm already preparing to replace the board, and it's $200 before shipping. And these things are expensive enough even used. I think it's worth it to put it into this, because what I have into it so far, which is nothing but time and used parts. Without further ado, I'll run it, I'll see if it'll cooperate, and you can probably see the behavior that I am experiencing. Now, the one thing is it did not come with any attachments, but I can buy those on eBay or Amazon. In fact, I've bought them before, so I can just go see what I bought before for my X5. Here goes nothing. So yeah, it wanted to behave that time, but every time I've used it previously after putting the new adjuster in, it wanted to go all the way up and then go down. And I could tell it was an issue with the adjuster because the board was telling the motor. I could tell by what the board was doing that the board was telling the motor to go up and down, and the motor wasn't operating. So, and the reason the board end got so hot at one point is because when I had this taken apart, the entire bottom base part of the machine was plugged. So from the base plate where it first goes in, past the access hatch, and well up into the part that goes up that connects to the body was just chock full of a medium-sized dog's worth of animal hair. And I don't know what initially started the clog, but it just started, and then they just kept using it. It must have flowed enough air or something, because it wasn't going off on safety. I was running it because I got the motor to run, and it wasn't going off on safety, but I could tell it did not sound right. And when I put the hose on, it indicated there was a clog because of its behavior, the change in pitch. So it was run for a long time with the clog. I'm guessing it just got old. Being old, it overheated, and that caused an issue with the board that now I might have to fix later. I'm going to replace the board, but at least for now it's running. I put the softer bristles in because I've got, everywhere I clean has carpet that likes the softer bristles. It's carpet that doesn't have a lot of give to handle the hard bristles. But yeah, I just thought I'd share this acquisition before I forgot about it, like some of the other ones that I've been sharing. And I will see you guys in the next one. Oh yeah, and if I didn't say it before, this machine is from about the middle of 2008, so it's fairly old. The X5 I had was from the last part of 2006, I believe. So, yeah, and I do prefer the smaller nozzle Sebos over the big nozzle Sebos. Just one less part to go wrong because you don't have that little nub brush hole, and It's easy to maneuver around tight spaces because it's a 12, 13-inch versus like a 15-inch. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.